NCAA Dayton Regional Press Conference. At this time, would you please silence all electronic devices? And now, on behalf of the NCAA and the University of Dayton, I'd like to welcome from the University of Southern California, head coach Mick Haley, Fallon Fonoy Moana.
Good.
Good job. I practiced that one all night.
Yes.
Alex, Jupiter, and Kendall Bateman. We'll begin with an opening statement from the coach, and then open up the press conference to the players. Just a reminder, when asking your question, please state your name and affiliation. Coach, would you like to go ahead and make your opening statement?
Well, that was really a heavyweight battle. I mean, probably something pretty special. Stanford's really had their way with us this year, and they're so good. And Alex has been so good. But we had two Alexes today. And, a good team concept, and reminded me of my days in Indiana high school basketball when you go into sectional tournament and you'd beaten a team twice and you knew the third time they were going to come up with something. And it's kind of that way, I think, probably for Stanford. They ran us out of the gym at their place, and we had a good match at our place, but we couldn't finish. And tonight, our freshmen probably grew up to be juniors and played so very, very well. And we were able to figure some things out about Stanford after about 11 matches of tape and some other things. And they're just a great team, and I'm sorry we had to play them before the Final Four, because I think both teams are worthy of Final Four. But you know, you can't control that. You can only control what happens. So I'm very happy that we came out on top. I'm very proud of our team. I thought the Pac-10 was represented at the highest level tonight with both teams. That's the way it is every Friday and Saturday in our conference. That's our 9th or 10th fifth game match this year. And that takes so much out of people. So pretty happy, and I'll just turn it over to you guys so you can talk to the real heroes here.
Captain Goheen with NCAA.com. Give me your reaction on the final block there.
Gosh. I always have to stay in front of the setter, so that was like my main focus. And then I had to. I saw Cassidy starting her approach already, and I just had a gut feeling that I had to go, and I went inside on her, and I just clamped, and I didn't remember the block. I just remember turning around in my seat, and I was like, yes! And they're all screaming and coming to me, so that was the play. It was just, I mean, it was emotional, so it was great, and it was amazing. And if Cassidy would have hit my hands on the other side, I don't know if she would have gotten a kill or anything, but I knew that I was going to block that ball.
Next question.
So Coach mentioned how balanced you guys were, that you had two Alexes out there. Can you just talk about, any of you, just about the balance you guys did have today?
I think Stanford's a great team. Alex Kleiman is an amazing player, has been. She has all the shots. It's kind of hard to play defense. You don't know where she's going to hit. But I think we're lucky to have such a deep team, our SC team. Our bench does a great job coming into play, and everyone's ready. They all can contribute whenever they can. And we're just really lucky to have such a experienced team and great group of freshmen to come into play.
Next question.
Jesus Zaire, Cobra Magazine. Alex, how good is it to know that when you go to the back row, you got somebody like Fallon to rely on?
I just feel lucky. I mean, I feel blessed that all my teammates are always there giving their best effort at practice and during the games, and the result is this. You know, I know that I can have a little, three-point dip, and then the freshmen on my position is going to come and back me up, and I have time to regain confidence, just refocus, and we'll be fine. Because as a team, we complete each other. Cheesy, but it's kind of cheesy, but we do.
And Fallon, as a freshman, you come in with a lot of fire, and a lot of freshmen come in humble. It seems like sometimes you look like you're a senior out there with your emotions. Just describe where you got that from. Where did you get that attitude?
I've always been the baby of every team, so I've actually had to grow into that fiery, upperclassman, but I'm still a lowerclassman. I've always had to play with, amazing athletes all over the place, and I just, I get comfortable and I just kind of excel and get my team pumped and make sure that they know that we're going to win this game and I have their back. And that's as much as I can do. As she said, we complete each other, and I'm the fiery along with Natalie. Natalie and I are the only ones that really jump in the air, scream. I do a double knee drive, and everyone goes nuts. So it's just what we do to get each other pumped up.
Coach, was there something that you had to explain to the older players when a freshman came in like that, or was it just naturally accepted?
I think the older players were pretty excited when the younger players came in. They knew they had some more muscle and a chance to reach their goals. Our seniors and our juniors have been really strong about getting back to the Final Four and resetting the tradition we've had in the last decade. And we wanted to start this new decade with another opportunity to see if we couldn't win a national championship. And the freshmen haven't been at this very long, but a lot of them knew that we're coming to USC a year before they got there. And they dedicated themselves to their physical conditioning and a lot of things that a lot of high school seniors don't get to until they get to college. So we honestly don't feel like we have a lot of freshmen because all of them really stepped up and they contacted each other and they met each other, and so they all knew each other before they ever got on campus. It was pretty amazing. It's been special the year before they got there. So we feel like we're going to be around a while, and we like that. I wanted to point out one thing I was so impressed with, that Fallon, Alex, Kendall, and Natalie all had 14, 15, or 16 digs tonight each. That's tremendous because that's the only way you're going to beat Stanford. We said before the match started that we had to win the digging battle to have a chance to beat Stanford, and we were behind for 3 games in that category. We ended up winning by 75 to 74. I guess maybe it only took 1 to finish it, but and I thought Alex's defense the last 3 weeks has been superb. Kendall learned to play defense a year ago or so, and everybody's been hitting at her, and she's been great. Anytime they hit at your setter, and she's the only setter we have, so we have to take good care of her. I had to call Fallon off. I was afraid she was going to squeeze her to death. We want to have a chance to play 2 more matches. So, but I think that's a complete game. It's not just a hitting game; it's a passing game. And I really have to compliment Fallon's passing. I thought her passing was superb tonight. She was passing at 2.5 after game 2, which probably doesn't mean anything to you, but that's pretty phenomenal because your norm is 2.3, and so that's really a good all-around game. To get the blocking to go too, we feel pretty good. So nice to have a good leader though, like him.
Next question.
Coach, and I think the girls don't want to answer this. After playing Stanford twice in the regular season, is there anything that you guys have picked up or changed, or any adjustments coming into playing on the 3rd time with how well you knew them?
Oh yeah, we changed everything. Honestly, we did. We changed everything this morning. That's what's so phenomenal about this. We came with the game plan this morning because we wanted to concentrate on Indiana and not get ahead of ourselves, because we thought Indiana was a good team. If they got in that zone, we'd have the same problem with them that Stanford had with us tonight. So we didn't do anything, and then we came with the game plan this morning, and they were so good. In fact, we were ready to play at 9 this morning when we came to practice. I was a little worried because we were bouncing balls in practice, and the other team didn't even come to practice. So that was interesting, and we just put all of this in today, and we felt like it was the right thing to do after all the stuff that hadn't worked. So we're really happy that we guessed right.
You await the winner of Cal and
Washington,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody wants to say, okay, who would you rather play or whatever, but I'm sure you know both teams. How difficult is it playing a team that knows you so well and you know them so well, as opposed to playing a team that you haven't played already?
That's the most fun. I mean, we played
you.
Stanford. I think it's the most fun because, I mean, we played Stanford 3 times, and every time we played them was a whole different experience, mentally, physically. This one, there was more games played, as in, you know, what shots were open. You know, now I think as a team grows, you have a lot more to see. And our team, I think, saw a lot more than we ever have. And any team we play, you know, we've played them twice. We know their tendencies, but I think it just makes us better, whoever we play, to experience a team that much and be able to perfect it and be able to, you know, just have the experience to go all out.
Next question.
Alex, John Cummings, Dayton Daily. Coach had mentioned, you know, being on 2 against Stanford, going back. You know, this is your first win against Stanford. How nice is it to get your first win against Stanford to go into the Final Four?
I mean, personally, I mean, Stanford is a really good team, but I feel that every time we play them, we kind of have an off game, and so we wouldn't really give a chance for the real battle, no matter who would come out winner, you know. And I'm just excited that this actually happened. It was a perfect moment. It's exactly when we need to. Sorry. And it feels great. It feels great.
We have time for just a couple more questions.
Ken, the second game, they had won the first one, and I think that made it 7 straight sets they had beaten you guys. How important was the second set win? And to win as convincingly as you guys did, to play as well as you guys did?
I think the matches are all about momentum too. So trying to keep their momentum down and not let them get that second game was huge. And I think our team did a good job coming back, like forgetting about the first game, moving on to the next, and just focusing on what we needed to get done and just taking it 1 point at a time.
Final question.
This year it seems like nothing can be assumed. So many teams that everybody thought was going to win, they're at home now. Just describe the pride that you all have right now in knowing that not too many people probably picked USC to be in the Final Four at the beginning of the season, but now you're here. Any one of you.
That makes us stronger. I mean, I felt like we were the underdog today, and personally I like being the underdog. That just proves people wrong, and that's me personally. I'm a fighter. So when people think that you're not going to do it, that just gives you that much more of a strive too. So, I mean, this team, I feel we still have unfinished, you know, things to do and perfect. So I don't think that you've seen the best of USC. I think we're still going to grow.
I think at the same time, although people don't think, a lot of people didn't think we could get this far, we're lucky to have a team that thought we could get this far. So even like from our freshmen to our seniors, everyone on our team thought we could get to the Final Four this year. And I think that has helped us get here, and that has like motivated us throughout the entire season, throughout spring, and we're just lucky to have such a motivated group of girls.
I mean, I just think no matter what the expectations are, we can never underestimate the power of a true team. And no matter, I mean, we're all good athletes, and it's all very packed in, and everybody's always beating up on each other. The expectations don't really matter, because it all comes down to when it's 14-14 in the 5th game, and who's going to pull it through.
And how good is it for our sport to know now that the same 4 teams aren't going to always get to the Final Four? Now it could be any one of 30. You say the brackets are all jumbled. Well, heck yes, they're jumbled, because there are now a ton of good coaches out there. There are great athletes on every team. There's a lot of scheming going on. There's just a lot of stuff that you've been seeing in men's basketball for a long time. And volleyball is starting to arrive at that level. You get a great match every night. It doesn't matter what school you're from now. It's how hard the kids have worked and who they've been able to play and that sort of thing. So I'm excited for our sport. It's always fun for us, but it's fun to know that no matter where you go, our first and second round has been as tough as regionals. We had Hawaii last year, and they were in the second round, and they were in the Final Four last year. So, you know, crying out loud, it's really elevated its level and the appreciation. And we had a basketball game today at USC. And the minute it was over, they put our match up on the Videotron, and everybody stayed and watched the match. How good is that? You know, so we've got it going. that's, way to go, you guys.
That concludes our press conference. Congratulations and good luck in the